Hello everybody, this is your tag team champion, Zac Semeraro, and later on tonight I take on the tag team of Alan Seibert and Sam, the guy I beat last week, no one cares about. And the fact of the matter is, I yet again am shot down by Melinda Guerrero, held down by Melinda Guerrero in her new pet. And until I get what I want, I'm not asking for the title. I'm not asking for you to hand me the championship. I want to earn it, but I demand. I'm not asking. I'm demanding for a shot. After SummerSlam, if I don't get this, there will be hell to pay. After SummerSlam, I don't care if it's Die Hard, I don't care if it's Styles, I don't care if it's fucking Ronald McDonald. Whoever's the Power Plant champion faces Semeraro. And like I just said, if that doesn't happen, Melinda, you might be visiting your husband in the hospital. You might be visiting your husband's former friend in the hospital. You might be visiting all your employees in the hospital. Because people will be dropping like flies once I realize I don't get what I want. Once you deny me my championship match once again. Hell, I mean, at least I should get my rematch clause, right? For a title I never lost. Your husband gets his. Your husband's in the title match. I'm not saying he doesn't belong there. Styles comes out of the blue and gets his match. No disrespect to him, but I'm 1-0 against him in the power play. It never aired because Die Hard once again shut down the company like he always does. Takes that monthly break. You and him just go away, take the power plant's money on some vacation, bring the power plant back when you run out of that money, start up again, repeat. This time it's not happening. Semeraro's not going to let it happen. And like I said, at SummerSlam, if I don't have an answer by then for the world title match, Steve, what's his name, Melinda Guerrero, Die Hard, Christopher fucking Billings won't be safe. I'll start breaking legs, snapping ankles, tearing Achilles. And I'll have myself known at SummerSlam. After I retain my tag team championships by myself, there'll be another groundbreaking moment in the history of Semeraro. And that's a simple fact. But on to tonight, like I said earlier, I faced Alan Seibert, a decent competitor, and I faced Sam Mysterio, who I beat last week. And the fans are wondering, am I serious about this whole one-man tag team thing? You're damn straight I am. You see, I thought about it. After I said that, I realized maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's someone who can compete with me, be my partner. And I realized there is no one on my level. There is no one on the level of Semeraro. No man can compete. No man can even rival the in-ring ability of myself. Sure, there are people better with charisma, people with better personalities with the fans. People who get what they want. They charm their way to the top. But trust me, when I say this, mark my words. After I beat them tonight, and when I beat someone next week, and I beat someone the week after that, and when I beat whatever team at SummerSlam, you look at the roster. You line up all those names. You check off each name and realize that Semeraro is the only man ready for the title. The only man ready for the main event. The only man worthy of carrying this company on his shoulders like he has the past 5 months. I've been auspicious history with the power plant. I've been fired for no reason. I've been rehired because they needed somebody. I scraped my way to the top from humble beginnings of jobbing out to your well-known superstars, jobbing out to James Braden, to David Seibert, to Die Hard himself. And then I competed in the Royal Crown Challenge. I made it to the semifinals, and then I lost to the eventual winner. And that's an impressive fact, whether you people believe it or not, because that man went on to win that match in dominating fashion. And then that man was the only man to hold 2 titles at once in the power plant for an extended period of time. He held the hardcore title and the intercontinental title. I won't mention names, because I don't know if Melinda will approve. But the point I'm getting at is he's a ridiculous competitor. He's no longer here in the power plant. And from there, the power plant was shut down. Respectfully, I might add, not one of their little getaways. They needed to shut the company down. And I understand that. When they reopened it, I was awarded a hardcore title match against Alan Severide. And I beat him handedly when I drove him headfirst into the mat. And then, earlier in that, right after that match, there was a number one contender match. And guess who was in that number one contender match? Kieran, Douglas, and Styles. Styles won. Meaning, at the following pay-per-view, it was Semeraro, the champion, versus Styles for the Hardcore Championship. And you all never got to see what happened. So I did some little magic, and here's video footage of what happened at that pay-per-view. Go ahead and watch. That's right. I put your precious number one contender for the World Championship. I muscle busted him straight through a flaming table. And after that, I went on to defend my championship all the way up until Collision, when Jordan Moore got the best of me. But I didn't let that get me down. No, I saw an opportunity. I teamed with Alan Severide, who my career seems to be intertwined with at the sound of it. I teamed with him against Die Hard and Brick Wall for the tag team championships. And what happened was a 40-minute masterpiece of tag team wrestling. The amazing part was I carried that match after going 35 minutes through tables, through chairs, through ladders. I went through the hardcore war and then continued into the tag war. And then, following that, power plant ceased operations. We came back. Brands were split. I was on Raw. The talent was on SmackDown. I was competing on Raw with Alan Severide, with David Severide, the Severides. And what happened was something magical. At the first pay-per-view, Zac Semeraro became the Power Plant champion. Zac Semeraro beat David Severide, the man who was the Power Plant champion at Collision. He beat that man, the man he jobbed to when he first came, and Poetic Justice seemed to have served, but that wasn't the end, no. I had that title a couple months, it seemed, and it was gone. The power plant revamped, as you've seen, and I was left without my title. And now, I got these 2 tag team championship straps. And I don't know what to do with them because I'm not picking a partner. No one's on my level. And like I said, I'm not satisfied till I get my shot at the world title. So, Melinda, Tony, Styles, Baker, Billings. This is a Semeraro public service announcement basically saying your asses are on the line. Post SummerSlam, number one contender better be Semeraro, or the body count will start to rise. And I'll see you later tonight when I knock a bunch of foreign fools out. You see, Extreme, you're right, you're just a lackey, you're just a tool for my success, and when you realize that, you had to be dealt with. So me and Matthews here, of course we dealt with you. So as you loll in your woes and you lie there in pain for making a stupid choice, you can think about how Zac Semeraro, along with Aaron Matthews, is going to be the greatest force the power plant has ever seen. You see, you weren't following me. You were beside me. We were equals. Me and you were spokes in the wheel of change. The change the power plant needs to survive. The evolution of the power plant that the Guerreros aren't involved in. That we control. The wrestlers control what we do. And now Aaron Matthews has replaced that rusty spoke known as Extreme. Now at SummerSlam, me and Matthews, we have to defend the tag team championships. And I see an opportunity to make a big impact. So, this is a open challenge. Since you don't want to be with us, you're against us. And if you're against us, that's just not right. So, At SummerSlam, you can pick any partner in the world. In Extreme, we'll see you there. But back to my point of the Wheel of Change. You see, after SummerSlam, the winds of change will be a tornado, and everyone will feel it. Die Hard will feel it, Melinda Guerrero will feel it, John Russell will feel it, Styles will feel it. Because if my prediction is correct, and I so assume that by the end of Hell in a Cell, somehow, someway, Die Hard will walk away with that Power Plant Championship like he always does. And I won't like it, the fans won't like it, Aaron Matthews here won't like it. But I can do something about it. Not a lot, but something. I have leverage. Awarding me these tag team championships was a horrible idea. Because now I have the leverage of, will these titles last? When will I defend these championships? You can threaten me with suspensions, fines, firing me. But in the end, it's irrelevant. Because I'm one half of the tag team champions, along with one of my best friends, my partner, not my lackey, Aaron Matthews. And with this leverage, I will induce change. So after SummerSlam, like I've been warranting, like I've been petitioning for, I don't want a title match. I want to earn it. But I demand the show after SummerSlam, the Power Plant episode after SummerSlam, it be Semeraro competing against anyone you throw. I mean, anyone from Sam Mysterio to Craig Hazard to John Russell's. No matter who you put there, it will be myself walking out, going on to face Die Hard, going on to face Styles. So fans, don't worry, your hero, your knight in shining armor, is on a steady charge with this valiant ally. And soon enough, the evil known as Die Hard, the evil known as Melinda Guerrero, will be gone. So congratulations, Die Hard. Enjoy your success, your health while you have it. You too, Styles. Because regardless of who's champion, and regardless of who's the loser at SummerSlam, after SummerSlam, I will make an impact heard around the world. Now hit my music.